just a slight recap. Room is flooded. Legion finally appeared. Dark teleported in very shortly after, put up a shield of his own, and has been basically trying to cage Legion. You see like tendrils of pink psionic energy rising up from around Legion. She's kind of just looking at him with a quirky grin. You don't know for sure if what King Arc is doing is going to work, or if like her casual air about the whole situation is just we're fucked type of deal. But you all have been having a more important fight on your hands, and that is basically surviving against the Leviathan Dragon, the guardian of this world. Any other recapping you guys need, or is that pretty much all the details?
Yeah, how do we beat Legion?
Oh, well, see, there's this thing called I don't fucking know.
Perfect. Cool. I'll mark that down in my handy dandy not useful tips from Miser notebook.
Anything else?
Oh no, that's it. That's all I've got.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
I'm only one person though. If anyone else has questions, I mean.
Boundaries paused.
Where
right
can
now.
I buy 50 gallons of lube?
Amazon.
Got it. Follow-up question. Will 50 gallons of lube be enough?
For what?
No.
Okay. No further questions.
Okay. Can I willingly just crawl in its mouth?
Yes, actually, yes, you can.
That is actually an action you can do, yes.
I don't know why you're webbed right now, though. Are you already
He's
in
restrained.
his mouth?
He didn't remove the restrained condition.
Oh, I see.
He is no longer in the World Dragon's mouth.
Didn't you like take like a? Didn't you try to Misty Step out of there or something?
No,
He did. He Misty Step successfully.
I just did.
Wasn't there like a 1 in 4 chance that you launch yourself into the depths of the ocean and just instantly die?
No, that was a 50-50 if I ended up somewhere else inside its body or outside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which arguably somewhere else still beneficial because there's not stomach acid somewhere else.
The other problem also arose that you might then also have muscle tissue just literally squeezing you to death and actually dealing moderate damage.
True. But it could be a lung, you know?
Yeah, those currently aren't working right now. That would just be like a massive pillow that, yeah.
Like, this is kind of nice. I'm just going to start ripping and tearing in here and seeing what happens.
We're getting into some 40K business here, rip and tear.
Yeah.
All
right. So we hit the top of the turn order again, which I have not done anything. We ended it right at the top of the turn order. Leviathan has already spent all of its legendary actions. 2 things happen at the top of this turn order. What were you saying, Kit?
That was me, but I was gonna say I
Or
believe Dark said we needed like 3 to distract her for 3 turns or whatever.
I think it was a turn and a half.
It's on Fenn's turn, round 8 is when the shit happens.
Ah, okay.
Oh, actually a turn and a half. Fuck. That was just me bullshitting and being right.
2 things happen. First, Legion takes a step, and the prison that was forming around here begins to just crack. And she's a little girl, so it's not like she takes a step and is out of the prison, but she takes a step, and when her foot gets set down, you see the tendrils immediately just to start cracking like glass. A a lot like how if you would shoot a bullet into a windshield or whatnot, and you just see the spider web of cracking just beginning to happen, something like that.
This is on Dark's shield, right?
This is on the tendrils that are trying to form around Legion to imprison her.
Oh, those tendrils. Okay.
And she looks down at what the step had done, and she looks up and goes, "You know this won't contain me, right?" And then she flicks a finger like she's bonking, like flicking him on the head. But out of that flick, Zeroji, you're the only one really able to pay attention to this. You see the same crackling of glass begin to happen on King Da'Ark's shield. His shield seems to have worked. He himself doesn't seem to have taken damage, but he does immediately fall to a knee. And then you see two more figures teleport into the room besides King Da'Ark. One in the form of the Queen of... Wow, fucking hell, I gotta get my notes up. I thought I knew her name offhand. I do not.
Drivne or whatever.
Draywin.
Draywin.
Drewa. Queen Drewa. And the other one in the form of Mina. And Zeroji, again, something different you see. This is the first time not the first time you've seen an Avariel, because you've lived around Nina and Mina your whole life to know that they are Avariel elves. The difference is that Mina seems to have grown an extra pair of wings, and is you can see arcane energy flowing from all four of her wings and forming another barrier around King Da'Ark, as Queen Drewa begins to try to supplement the prison forming around Legion.
Do I recognize the spell that they're using and able to assist?
So
Or is it their own?
you recognize something akin to a basic shield spell coming from Nina. Or not Nina, Mina. But it seems like it's amplified to 11, basically. If you would like to assist, give me an Arcana check.
Jesus Christ, 11.
Well,
Hang
give
on,
me...
wait. I can lucky this.
Are you going to lucky it?
Before you tell me anything, yes,
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my luckies.
Okay.
And I'm going to arcana that. 18.
Oh,
That is significantly better than 11.
Give me a spell slot that you would like to use.
What do I have available to me? I'll burn a 5th level spell.
You raise your hand up to Queen Mina, or Princess Mina. Basically both queens, so it doesn't really matter. You raise your hand up to Mina, and you focus on the not the abnormality of her shield. You focus on the fact that you know it's a shield spell being casted. So you go to basically help her amplify it. And in so doing, you feel your essence of the spell being pulled from you, and you see the tendrils of arcane magic flow from your hand, from the palm of your hand, into her wings, and you see a visible effect as it amplifies the strength of the shield that she placed in front of King Da'Ark.
Mixing spells has never had consequences in the past, so I'm sure this will be fine.
never had permanent consequences.
Until future notice, you now no longer have access to one of your 5th level spell slots.
oh, spicy.
Oof.
Just like period.
Period.
Duly noted. I'm glad that was 5th and not 6th. Oh.
She ate your spell slot, bro.
I mean, it's better than me dying.
That could still happen.
I'd give a. It can, yes. Is this taking my concentration, or is this just I buffed it once?
You don't have to concentrate on it. Basically, the energy of your spell was pretty much devoured from you and was absorbed into the essence, from what you could tell, into Mina's wings. Somehow they are a conduit for her own arcane energy.
That's probably fine. Okay.
And then from there, we have the layer action happening. In this case, the world dragon. I don't actually remember who was being the most annoying combatant right now. I'm pretty sure it was Fen.
No. It was definitely anyone else.
I don't even know how I got where I am. So
Liz.
Liz, I think, saved your ass.
nice.
Liz and Zeroji have just been bouncing you around.
This is true. I do recall that.
How does the Roji bounce me around?
I think it's been I think you came over here and you yanked Liz out of
Oh wait,
this
no,
one.
Zeroji was being ping ponged.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
were
sure Roji was getting ping ponged. Did I pull Liz out of the whirlpool?
yes.
Also, as one other quote-unquote penalty of what you have done, Zeroji, your reaction for this turn until it gets back to you is done, as well as the next turn. You do not have your reaction.
Interesting. Okay, I figured this turn would be gone. Next turn. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues.
I'm trying to explain it like it's a fatigue of having that energy just outright
Yeah.
absorbed from you.
That does make sense.
Also, that is a good gif of what happened, basically.
You call that a GIF?
I
He
do
does
that
it
on
on
purpose.
Purpose.
Because I know it annoys at least 3 out of the 4 of you.
Oh, less so now that because after you said it's on purpose, it then clicks in my head. It's like, oh no, that makes sense.
If it's on purpose, yeah, that's fine.
That's a nice jar of peanut butter.
Layer action.
No.
Yes.
Or you could not.
What
I
if?
need to copy this if I can.
What if? Hear me out.
Has?
No.
Paste it here. Yes, that works. Nice.
Is it just me or does this look like a fingernail?
That was literally the first thing I said when you guys were finally loaded into the map, because when I made
Oh.
the map and imported it and I noticed it, I'm like, motherfucker. And then I couldn't unsee it, and I hate it.
I don't remember you saying that. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It was just the first thing I noticed when I officially made the map, or like got the map imported, decorated everything further, like basically getting the creatures and what I wanted to do in the map.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then I looked over it and I'm like, I can't unsee this now. Reaper Fen, I need a. You should be able to make this pretty easily.
Aw.
Should be. Actually, it doesn't do that. Just get rid of that. I need you to give me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, it does do that.
Mm-mm.
I have to read the rest of the spell. A strength
No.
saving throw.
Ooh.
Dragon should
Ooh.
actually be decent at that.
That's what I said. He should be pretty good at this.
Okay. I guess the dragon's not proficient in strength saving throws.
It'll say.
boy, howdy.
Do you still have legendary saves left, or do you not get those?
I don't get those on this form.
That is most unfortunate.
Yeah.
I
You
cannot give you
are
lucky.
already in the center of it, so that part doesn't matter.
Okay, well, it was a lovely 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's something.
All right. Keep that number handy.
Eh,
You don't actually take anything from that yet. Not until it's your turn.
got it.
So we will officially start the turn order. Liz, it's your turn.
I'm gonna start by using my action to do this. And oh god, that's terrible.
Hey, a
On
10.
Xavier.
Oh,
Isn't this
The
why we say
roll-
healing in combat is useless?
The roll
Yeah.
was not above a 10, however. He rolled 3d8, got a 2, a 1, and a 6. Or is
No,
the
he
6
said
from
the
your
total.
charisma?
The total is 10.
on 3
No,
die
no.
8.
Zeroji asked for a roll above a 10. And the 3 rolls combined don't even equal 5.
I thought he said, "Hey, a 10."
Oh, he did, but I was responding to Zeroji's
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
3 die 8 plus 6, and you get 10.
He rolled a 4 between his 3d8.
Yikes.
Oh, bonus action, I'm gonna give myself some temporary hit points. And I'd move, but it's paused right now.
Hold on a second. There we go.
And I'm done.
All right. Whoop. Let's not skip over the Leviathan's turn.
Oh, we could.
We
can.
could.
Think about it. Think about it. We could.
Think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
For whatever reason, he's going to believe that you're basically set there. Wow.
Oddly enough, doesn't leave my threaten range.
For some
Crazy.
reason.
Crazy that.
Oh, he has 15 feet reach, so he's actually fine right there. There we go. I feel like a Leviathan dragon of this size should have more than a 15-foot reach, but I'll give it to him. All
Well,
right.
it's not like he has arms. I mean,
And then I need to make a macro real quick.
okay.
Private GM role.
Wait a minute. You're a GM.
Wait a minute. You're private.
Oh yeah, my Radiant Fireblade. Is that still active? How long does that last?
Oh wait, it was the. I can't remember which ones I made which. I think the claws were unerringly accurate, if I recall.
Or they could not be.
Hey, don't ask me to nerf my creature I've already nerfed for you guys.
You nerfed him because he's basically dead.
And also, we would just be dead if he wasn't.
How far? Oh, he's probably just added this here, huh?
I think I made the one he attacks with more the nerfed one, so that'll be fine. And this one is This one is should have made these earlier, sorry. This one is
Zroji, did we cast the Radiant Fireblades on turn 1?
You did.
Okay, so that's definitely gone.
Isn't it 10 turns that it lasts?
No, it's halfway between the instant cast and the minute long.
Well, the other part
So-
is concentration was dropped on that
Oh.
a long time ago.
Either way, it only lasts 5 rounds, not a minute.
Gotcha.
All right. So first thing is Liz, you're getting bitten. I did write that correct, right? Just making sure. /r 1d20 plus that. Okay, Liz, you've been crit.
But what if no?
Been nice knowing you
I
all.
I cannot help that. I made the
Sometimes
macros
crits
and
happen.
immediately starting strong. All right.
Sometimes crit happens and Hector dies. I mean, we can't control our fate.
Liz, I didn't roll max damage. Does that help you at all?
How close to max damage was it, out of curiosity?
Not very far off.
Can we go back to your rolls last time?
So
where it's
when
like
when
very
Zerochi
little?
asked for someone to roll above a 10, he wasn't talking about you.
Oh no, that was just on one die that I hit above a, well, not above a 10, but I hit a 10 on one
You
die.
20 on your attack roll. What do you mean?
Yeah, just like the damage die too, though. That's what you're meaning, right?
Why are you rolling anything that's higher than a D10 for damage die?
I'm
Multiple.
I'm not. That you know of. 41 damage.
You're
Piercing
conscious,
or
right?
It is piercing damage.
so 41?
Yes.
Oh, right.
And you are grappled.
Joy.
You are in its mouth.
I recommend just accepting
stay-
your
just
fate
staying
and
there?
going in the stomach.
All right. Coming up. Now that Liz is taken care of for the moment,
Oh
and
no.
it is really hard to claw inside your mouth.
But it could.
Hmm.
There's a chance.
You know, there's a nice squishy wizard over there. What if we went
Xavier.
after him instead?
15 misses. 28 does not. Roll that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I need to not roll so high. Oh! That's max damage.
It doesn't matter. I'm unconscious. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
22 damage.
It doesn't matter. I'm
22
unconscious.
damage.
I'm unconscious. Bleeding out even.
And that was the first claw attack. So the Leviathan now backs up a bit and faces the dragon more and does its last claw attack at the Durgan. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Why? Oh, because I had Liz selected. I was like, why did that come from Liz? And that'll be 17 slashing damage to you as well.
Delete that 0, not 170.
Don't take 170 damage, please.
It's like, oh, I'm dead. Weird.
And I didn't do it at the beginning of the turn to use it, but I will do it now.
But
/r 1d6. It does not. Of course it doesn't.
So if you did roll it at the beginning, you probably would have with how you were rolling.
Probably. And save that macro. Okay. The World Dragon's turn is unfortunately over, but he does have his legendary actions again.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately over. Fortunately it's over.
Fen, that brings up your turn.
Did I have my reaction?
These are the hard
I-
questions. I don't know. It's been what, a month since we played?
I probably
Longer?
didn't
Let me.
because I think he
Hasn't
tried to fuck me up. So
hasn't quite been a month yet.
Hmm.
It was the 11th we last played.
Looks like you last did 3 attacks, and then I don't see you rolling anything after that.
I would have uncanny dodged the attack. So
Well,
I-
he just attacked. His turn, unless you're talking about one of his legendary actions.
it could have been a legendary action.
Oh, I think you did uncanny dodge something, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, because I was gonna use something.
Because I remember your whole wanting to be in his mouth was because of all of the passive damage you started taking outside of his mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Oddly enough, yes. I wish to not be in this AOE circle. What?
All right, so you rolled that 13.
Yep.
You do take some bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. Is it fire damage?
Bludgeoning of 14 as you're being buffeted in the water, basically, and various rocks and other debris are just pelting you from every side. It is considered rough terrain to move out of.
Is this a magical effect?
It says nothing about being a magical effect.
Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It does not specify magic for that. Difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement because of ring of free action.
Right. You're good then.
I'm curious because I made this note on day 1. My general notes about the brood. Legion is currently housed by its prime vessel. Our goal is to eliminate the prime vessel, which is someone who may or may not be obsessed with potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Is that okay? I can't remember why that came out in that description.
2 likes potatoes.
2 loves potatoes. She was actually, of all of the things that anyone could have snuck in, I don't know if anyone paid close enough attention to it, but 2 was mogging out on a potato while you guys were chatting.
Classic 2.
I'm gonna roll a d6 and not get my breath back. This is good.
To be fair, didn't you recharge your breath like 3 rounds in a row?
It was
Maybe it was 2
2.
rounds. Yeah.
It was 2 rounds.
It could have been 3.
Could have been every single time. Would have been nice. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna multi-attack. So, bite. I have a feeling the 13 doesn't hit.
Let me see. 13 does not hit. I do recall nerfing that though, because that's too high.
It was like a 24,
uh,
27 or something.
it's naturally 23, and I nerfed it from there.
I think it was 20, maybe. I don't remember.
It was 20. You were right.
All right. One claw.
That's a little better.
That is
That's
a little better.
a lot better.
For some reason, that hits.
Okay. I'm really liking 13s apparently. 13 slashing damage.
Sure.
And then another for 23 to hit. And 14 slashing damage. Yeah.
Hey, I think I saw his health bar move a little bit.
I did 13 twice. I needed to do a 13 and a 14, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
13 then 14.
-1. There you go.
Yeah, that's just gonna be my turn.
Don't sound so stricken over it, man.
I'm about to lose the dragon.
But just the dragon, you're fine. Zeroji, it would happen to be your turn, sir.
Not fine.
I literally cannot get to you this turn, Xavier.
Don't worry, I won't die until at least 2 turns from now.
Uh,
Well, if I
I'm
nat
really?
1, I mean, I'm gonna die very quickly, but
going to attempt to dispel magic on the portal here. From my Arcana check that I had done earlier. I'm assuming I'm going to have to roll here.
Would.
What are you trying to Arcana check?
No, I'm trying to dispel because I Arcana checked this last time. Determined that it's like currently sealed shut to me at least. Like I can't go through and the souls can't go through, but it is a source of power for Legion. So I'd like to see if I want to close the portal in an attempt to weaken her, essentially, via dispel magic.
So are you going to? Because Arcana check is an action to do so.
I did the Arcana check last turn. A month
Correct.
ago.
Yes. I don't recall what I said.
You gave a long spiel about it being the plane of souls, and Legion was trying to find their way back to it, and apparently have done so. And there's some kind of like it's currently not passable to the souls that are inside.
Correct.
I'm trying to dispel away the portal in hopes of one cutting off the source of Legion's power, assuming that like she loses it again, or at least see if dispel magic would do anything. As I think that is my current best option of what I am able to do at the moment, because I can't really do anything to Legion herself.
All right. You can definitely try. Is that what you are trying to dispel it?
Yes, I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to roll here.
Creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I didn't consider that as an option, huh?
No, it's the I don't know what to make the check.
Because it's not a normal spell.
I was assuming it was at least 13th
Each?
level.
Oh, 13?
Well, it's a godly spell on top of that, which is why I'm like, huh.
But assuming it's magic and not an innate ability, it's still a spell.
I will say roll for it.
Hot.
Roll above a 10.
Roll a natural
Do
20.
you even have any portents left?
I have one portent left.
The shit one?
One portent left.
Is a 1.
It's a what? All right. Make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So that's just my spell attack, right?
There should be a spellcasting ability within your spells thing. It should be like your modifier, I would imagine, yeah?
Yeah, that would be your spell attack.
Is it attack or is it just a modifier?
24.
You see a hint of irritation, just a prickle in the corner of Legion's eye as this little girl looks at you.
Oh no, don't do that. Stay
Oh,
focused on the
no.
arc.
And counters your spell.
Fuck, I don't have my reaction.
I use counterspell. I don't have that. I don't have that. I'm sorry.
Does Mina have counterspell?
Mina's a little. I don't know.
It does not seem like Mina or Queen Drewa or even King D'Arc can change their focus right now from what they are
That's
doing.
fair. Okay. But I'm on the right track here.
She keeps her eyes trained on you, though.
That's fine. I'm going this way now. Oh no. That is in line for a breath attack. I'm safest here. God damn it, but I need to get to Xavier.
Don't worry, I'm gonna survive for at least 2 turns.
Yeah, it takes me 2 turns to get to you.
At least 2 turns. I probably won't die from saving throws. Who gave me extra 10 HP again?
Mm,
I'm assuming that was Liz. Or was it
That-
just a thing that was cast on us before we got in here?
that might have been
That was aid.
yeah.
Okay.
God, you're so far away.
Yeah, that was why I sent you over here.
Yeah, that's why we sent you over there. It's basically it put Legion and everybody between you and the World Dragon, so
That's the problem, isn't it?
maybe you
Well-
didn't get swatted.
He's about to get fucking swatted down like a fly, so. Consider your options here. Either the breath attack or literally anything Legion can do. A small inferno or a large volcano? My options are great.
An
actually
exploding
missed what
sun.
What happened?
We
He
were
said,
Go ahead.
consider your options: a breath attack or whatever Legion can do. Also, I think I'm still feared, or did I succeed?
I actually don't remember. I didn't remember you were
my
feared.
entire movement has been
For the
Has
sake
been
of just continuing this, we'll say you have
forced.
succeeded at some point.
History 9. Wisdom 14 was my last wisdom save.
I mean, if that was the case, then you definitely did not save yet.
I didn't do another save at the end of my last turn, though.
You could roll an at 1.
Like you could give yourself the nat 1.
Yeah, that's what I was implying, yeah.
Is this close? This is definitely close to the Guardian.
Let's see. Just for the sake of it, yeah, you need to stay 50 feet away.
Fuck.
Oh wow,
Where's-
yeah. You gotta basically go like straight down. You can't actually consciously move closer to Xavier unless you save.
Ugh.
I think you were right here.
Sounds right.
Oh, you can't reach me. Oh no.
And Liz is
Do you
Yeah,
see
he-
the problem?
You
You're
can't
50 feet away.
I was
Cannot
AFK for a
currently-
second getting water.
50 feet. Okay.
cannot currently move
Yes.
closer to Xavier.
So I can move here though.
You can't get to me though.
55 feet?
I don't
You
need
liter-
to get to you. I need to get within 30 feet of you.
30 feet?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yes, I need to get within 30 feet of you.
The fuck are you gonna do?
I've got magic hands, bitch.
You also have a
Um,
dagger that has cure wounds on it too.
Oh yeah, I can stab you to help you.
We have to throw it. Remember
not
that you have to
throwing
throw it.
I don't have
Oh.
to throw it. I can stab you with it.
How?
Me, I
That's-
got magic hands.
I don't think magic hands can stab. Unless you got special magic hands.
Mage
It
hand?
just makes it so that he can cast cure wounds through the knife, and he doesn't have to stab with it. The spell is just stored on it.
And then it's a
Interesting.
wisdom saving throw. So I'm still scared. You know, oh god.
Yep, still scared shitless.
Okay, that's my turn.
Let's actually add that. Silenced, frightened. There we go.
That's a terrifying face.
All right, Xavier, give me a death save.
For the love of God, if there's any time to roll above a 10, it is here.
Is that a blind GM roll? Sorry.
It is a private dice.
Yep, that is a private
oh
GM
my
roll.
god!
He nat 20'd it.
Oh
Also-
shit!
Also, I would say be right back, but I've stopped really doing that because I think it's better when all of you guys hear this. Xavier, you hear a voice inside your head. It is. You've heard regal voices before. You've heard royalty before. You've heard power before. Nothing compares to the voice you hear now. And it basically informs you that you're at a crossroads. You have two choices in your life right now. One, you didn't hear no bell. You can get the fuck back up, embrace the power of Bahamut. Or two, you can fade into the next life and see what lies in store for you in the next reincarnation.
I ain't done yet.
For lack of better words, since that GIF is very prevalent in this group right now.
That is just 100% what happened. I didn't hear no fucking bell. We ain't done yet.
Usually, you would need to have at least one more successful death save to stand up, right?
Well,
On a
nat
nat
20, I
no,
think,
20?
just stands
You
you
just
up.
stand up on that?
Nat
believe so.
20,
Okay.
You're back with 1 HP.
That's why Nim stood up twice.
Also-
There is a difference here, though.
Mm-hmm.
When you stand up, you have platinum wings shimmering off of your back. Your health is fully restored. Your spell slots are fully restored.
oh shit.
Oh,
Excuse
damn.
me, the fuck?
So normally nat 1 is like two fails.
Two fails, but a
If
D20,
you-
nat 20 is a full-on. You stand up. Yeah.
If you get 3 successes, you stabilize. You do not stand back up.
Mm.
A nat 20 is you get 1 HP, you stand back up, and you get your full turn.
Because the dice gods decided that you didn't hear no bell.
It's powerful for sure.
Do I get any information about these wings, and do I feel any different other than the fact that I appear to be at full health or at full strength with wings?
You are unsure of the extent of what is happening to you right now. I would say currently you have a fly speed, but you're also underwater, so that part doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can only go so far. What was the
Got a
movement
flap
speed on that
speed.
wing again?
40.
Underwater 40.
40.
40.
Do I not? Oh, I do have Ring of Swimming.
When you go to take a big bite of food and half of the bite falls off your fork.
Rip.
I've got to go read my shield again because I don't remember. I know that at max level it was a free action, but I don't think that it's still currently a free action. It is a free action. Okay. You make melee attacks. You are. I'm not aware of the situation that just happened between you and Legion. You are in his mouth now.
Not a great place to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove you from that situation.
Oh, the stomach's better. Mouth bad, stomach good.
I'm gonna pull Liz out of his mouth. How are you looking? How is Fen looking right now? The dragon.
Sven is looking surprised that the dragon has apparently slowed its motions because the dragon has not chosen to continue to attack Fen.
Well, does he look like he's about to fall over?
Finn don't look great.
You don't look great.
Finn don't look great.
I'm gonna pull both of you towards me. I believe I can do you because you're up to 2 sizes larger than me. Are you 2 or 3 sizes larger? You're 2.
Let me check.
Because you're a
Large.
3x3.
Yeah, it's a large creature.
Isn't large 2x2?
I'm just going off of the stat sheet. Large dragon, lawful good.
Wait, what?
Assuming
That is the stat sheet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull both Liz and Fen to my location with my shield. I believe that is either 2 or 3 uses of it today. Assuming I can see Liz inside of his mouth.
What's your passive perception?
Passive? It is a 10.
Hey, at least it's
It's not negative.
I'll say, you see Liz here and there as the dragon is like slowly opening and closing its mouth, not necessarily chomping on Liz, but just like in the throes of combat type of thing.
Right.
And slowly, because these rounds are 6 seconds each, and this is a big ass dragon breathing, kind of.
Right. Is that enough to be able to pull him out, or?
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that if it wasn't.
Okay, then I will pull both of them to me, because it's within 80 feet, and they're both within 80 feet of me. Theoretically, it's within 80 feet of me. I don't know exactly where Liz is.
All right, are either of you resisting?
No. So this, I'm assuming this might hurt.
No, I'm not gonna resist.
Liz, give me an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever is higher.
I think this might be one to flash a genius. So add 6 to that.
Add 6 to that?
Yeah, so 20 total.
30 ass 20.
All right. Well, that is enough to break the grapple from inside the mouth that was placed upon you. As it wasn't necessarily going to be easy for you to get out. You're basically, for lack of a better word, with the size of the teeth and how closely they can be pressed together, it was kind of like you were in a toothy jail of a sort. And you were able to basically kick off of a couple of the teeth on your way by to dodge another tooth that would have basically punctured you right down the middle as you were on your way out. All because you had the foresight to flash of genius yourself.
Yep.
Or I would have had another 2d10 damage on you of some sort. Maybe 4d10 if I crit.
We're not.
Or not.
Glad that wasn't necessary.
I guess that means I'm right here now.
And for some odd reason, this dragon's also right here.
Then I am going to go here. And I still have my action. And my I have everything.
You hear two voices in your head. One you can sense is the being in front of you. The other you can sense is the presence of you think you can nail down who this other presence is, but they both basically plead for you to end this cycle on the Leviathan dragon.
Outside of my normal methods of attack, do I sense myself being able to use another method to assist with that?
You sense something about your divine powers being just outright stronger at the moment. Like you're channeling, whatever power you are channeling from is intense right now.
Okay, I guess we'll go with bread and butter. Because I'm not sure what else to do at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and swing. It's a 21 hit.
A 21 does hit.
1, 2, 3. And then is he considered undead? Is that even one of the things that gets benefit from it?
So far, he has currently been considered undead.
Okay, I was just trying to remember if that was the case. So
Okay.
this should be 4th level, which would be 1d8
Alright.
plus 5.
Before you roll your smite damage, they no longer do d8s of damage.
Oh no.
It's
Okay.
D-Force.
They do d20s of damage.
What?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Where am I?
Okay. Is that my divine smite, or does that include?
That
Does
includes
that
every source of smite that you have.
I see.
So
I
the
have to
1d8
roll.
extra smite that is just added to your damage, remove that 1d8. The 5d8 that you just rolled for smite, you're rolling 6d20 now for your smite.
Okay. So this first, the 2d6 was a total of 8, and the 1d8 from the sword is a 7. So there's 15 outside of the smite damage. And then I need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4,
Please roll
5,
6 nat 1s. That would be amazing.
They're not the best, but they're not nat 1s. Oh, there was a 19 I can't see.
So you do 85 damage on that strike.
Indeed I did. Indeed I did. That's a 3rd
Hey, the
level
health
spell
bar
slot.
moved.
The health bar moved. So I'm gonna swing again. And that one I'm assuming also hits.
It does.
So I'm gonna just do this attack.
It would be amazing if you
We're just
actually
doing
crit.
not the radiant damage, just the slashing damage. Plus 2d6 from the dragon part of the sword, which is 17 damage, and then 6d20 because I'm doing a max level smite again. So that's 90 damage.
You nat 20.
Holy shit.
The nat 20 makes up for the 5 and the 3.
Is this all we gotta do to get more powerful is go down and roll in that 20? I'll start practicing this fucking daily.
I can stab myself enough times.
I've got a vampire girlfriend. She'll just pick me back up if I'm almost dead. It'll be fine.
So 15 plus 10 is 25. 20. Wait.
You already
Sorry,
said
that's not
90 damage
90.
total.
That's not 90. That's 100.
100 damage total?
Because it's 15 plus 10 is 25 plus
So
75.
minus an extra 10.
Both of our actually moved.
BA. BA. I'm going to Shield of Faith myself. Just to give myself a little bit of an extra chance. And that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, a few things happen. First things first, Zeroji, you notice that Legion's eyes have not trailed off of you until
Don't like that.
Xavier stood back up and did what he did. Her focus is solely on Xavier now.
Yes, good. Bad, good. Good, bad.
And everyone in the room just hears her small voice, which you wouldn't think you would hear, especially given that you're underwater right now, as she says, "There seems to be an avatar of Bahamut in the room. I might have myself a new host."
Bad.
And she starts taking another step. And this time she actually proceeds out of what was the shackles of the tendrils of pink psionic energy and the force of purplish energy that was just surrounding her. And she reaches the edge of it and actually gets bounced backwards from it. It does not shatter. In fact, the tendrils from before have repaired themselves, and she has been repelled. She looks at the three furiously, the three leaders, and she goes, "It seems you have some skill after all." And she herself begins chanting some form of spell, Zeroji, that you've never heard before in your life.
Don't like that.
All of you can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, motherfucker! Lucky. You know what? No, I'm not gonna lucky that. This is my last lucky. I'm saving that. I'm gonna save my lucky.
You should save the lucky.
I did better than Zeroji! Let's go!
I'm just gonna go with I'm distracted by my brother's ascension to godhood.
And as she is chanting her spell, you actually see a fourth figure teleported into the room. This one, unlike Mina's four-winged figure right now, this one is also an Avariel. You recognize her immediately as Mina's sister, Nina. And she seems to be holding a box of some sort. She immediately opens the box. Upon entering the room, a little bit of water swells in there. You don't really know what happened from that point on, as all of your visions blank out, except for Xavier's, who can still see what's going on through whatever divine sight he has currently been gifted. So Xavier, what you see is the energy of the tendrils, the energy of the arcane prison that was being summoned around her begins to collapse in on itself. and it seals itself shut all around Legion, and she just begins to shrink. Her spell goes off as the prison continues to shrink, but it blasts the inside of the shield and bounces harmlessly off of it. You don't really know what would have happened had it been freed from that, had her spell actually been able to eject from the prison. But you do know that that is what caused the darkness of the entire area. And you see this prison shrink down further and further until it gets drawn into the box, and you see Nina close the box immediately. All of your other vision, everyone else's vision returns, and you just see Nina there holding a now closed box. You see the three figures of royalty, all panting, worn out. You see the Leviathan dragon pretty much fall to the floor of the ocean from where it was. Xavier, you actually have a much bigger look at its gaping maw of a mouth now. The shining light in the Leviathan dragon's eyes seems to have winked out. And Xavier, you hear a voice in your head again. Now is the time. Deal the final blow. Legion can no longer steal his soul. And as if pushed on, you let go another attack.
Am I rolling for
It
this one?
automatically crits.
Okay.
And through some godly power, you are able to expend energy beyond your means, and you expend a 9th level spell slot to do a smite with.
Alright, so let's start with the damage dice. This is a crit roll. So that's max damage on that. Cool. The dragon weapon damage, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's decent. And then if I'm doing the math right, that is 20 d20.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's 10 times 2 is in fact 20.
I like how the 20s just go off the screen to the right when you hover over.
So I'm gonna 243 plus 14 plus 23. That is 280 damage.
The dragon itself, I'll tell you how much health it had left. It had 238 health left.
Okay.
You hear what basically is akin to a sigh of relief from this extremely large creature, as you visibly, all of you, see a blue, almost formless being lift up from this, what was a world dragon, and it dissipates, and you hear a whisper in your head again. I almost called you Voltrix because I'm looking at the direct messages. You hear a whisper in your head again, Xavier, not from the world dragon, but from who you can now confirm is your deity as Bahamut, as he informs you his soul will not move on to the world, to the plane of souls that Legion commands. His soul will transcend with me, and you will rise in my place as the new god of all of the dragons.
Daddy?
Your armor, whatever color it was before, immediately turns to a burnished platinum color. Any coloring that was on there from symbols that you had on there, that part is kept. Your Shield of Tiamat likewise changes to a platinum coloring, but keeps the depiction that it had on it before in full color, almost in stark contrast to all of the platinum that you are now on display was showing. Other than that, you yourself feel the power of being in an avatar-like state begin to fade from you, and much like the three rulers, you fall to a knee, weak as fuck right now, as you just realize you expended a spell slot well above any paladin's capable means.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of you hear immediately, "Give me the box." Nah, I think I'm gonna keep it. Give me the box. I don't think that's a good idea. This was the deal we made. I wasn't there for the deal. This was the deal we all made. Give me the box. I didn't hear no deal. And then you see Nina teleport away with the box. You see King D'Arc focus on where she was for a moment, and then do some somatic incantation himself and blink out of existence as well.
Counterspell.
It is psionic in form. You have not been able to counterspell that.
You also
Damn
don't
it.
have your reaction until after your next turn anyway.
I was hoping with the whole talking bit there.
You are unaware of how psionic, the ability of psionicism works as a whole towards how it's like actually channeling spells. From a base standpoint, you know that some people can channel psionic magic, and that still pulls from the weave. However, what King D'Arc is pulling from does not seem to be from an arcane weave.
I'm sure that'll have no consequences whatsoever.
Should probably keep that box away from Dark.
Mina's second set of wings dissipates as well. It actually like doesn't dissipate as in like fades away. It actually shrinks back into her body. Not in kind of in a disgusting way. They don't molt or anything like that, but like it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, that was actually a part of you. That wasn't magic, type of thing. And Queen Drewa recomposes herself and basically looks around the now draining arena that you have now fought in, this shrine to the world dragon, and all you really see on her face is sorrow. As what has transpired today was basically the slaying of what was the guardian of this world from pretty much beings that are not of this world.
Yeah.
All the gifts. How many one-shot gifts are in this? All right. Outside of Xavier being exhausted as fuck, what are the rest of you doing?
Did you say this portal is still here, or is it gone?
The portal is still there. It is not shrinking either at the moment.
We should probably do something about that.
Agree.
Uh,
Portal to the plane of souls. Do we dispel it, or do we go in and free the souls?
Are
Directing
you even
this
able to
at.
go in?
We can find a way. Thoughts?
Legion's power stems from the souls, don't they?
That is my understanding.
And freeing them would weaken Legion.
Well, so do we know? Like, I can't remember if this was said. Is the plane of souls like a container or some place where they get stuck, or is that like the end location for these souls?
Yeah, that is the question. Is
Is this
'Cause
where they're supposed to be?
Yeah.
And if it's not, is there a way we can help them move to where they're supposed to be?
As all of you are basically kind of shooting questions one after the other, Queen Drewa and Mina are just kind of looking between all of you because you're all still spread about the room. And Queen Drewa is the one that actually answers, and she goes, "It is a realm of. It is one of our planes of existence. It is specifically the realm that we all move to after we die. And if we were heroic or villainous enough in our lives here, it is where we would move on. After moving to the plane of souls, we would go then onto the next world that calls out to us."
So the soul's currently there. Should they be there?
Unfortunately, I am unsure of the specifics of how all of the souls transpire or end up there, or how they move on. I can probably say that not all of them move on. There used to be a caretaker of the plane of souls. I am not sure if there still is one.
So you, I guess, Fen, Liz, Xavier, are we going after the Ark, or are we going to go into the plane of souls and figure this out?
Mina answers that one, and she says, "It's okay. Nina won't be able to, or I mean, King Ark won't be able to capture Nina. They are worlds apart in terms of imagination."
Well, that's good. Probably best to keep Legion out of Dark's hands.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah, I agree. I would propose during this time then that Legion is away, King Ark is otherwise occupied, that we deal with the Realm of Souls, so that way if Legion does escape, their power would be diminished.
I doubt her power is diminished. She's just contained.
Her power comes from the realm or the plane of souls, though, correct?
She is not necessarily cut off from that power. However, she is sealed in what I hope are 3 inescapable prisons. However, as prisons are wont to be, they are all eventually escapable. So I do not know how long this barrier will last.
If we can figure out potentially how she gets her powers from the plane of souls, we could try and sever that connection.
That's my line of thinking too. And there is no greater opportunity than now.
Well, she's
Well,
in the box.
Mm-hmm.
As you are all discussing this and you actually are looking at the portal itself, you do see like hundreds of wailing souls just looking out, trying to reach out towards your world and being blocked by the wall. The wall being the portal's wall. I'm not sure it would be safe to go in there as it currently is. Are you sure you want to do this?
seems
No.
dangerous, especially after that fight.
You actually hear kind of a teasing voice thrown your way, Xavier, from Mina again. She's like, "Have any more of that Avatar of Bahamut power up there?"
I'm gonna safely assume that I do not.
You'd
currently
probably be
feel
the
like
only one that could currently close this portal right now. The rest of us are a bit spent. Also, thank you for your for your assistance there, Zeroji.
Of course. Before we close it, can we attune to the plane so that we can plane shift there later?
You hear no argument from her.
Arcana check?
I was gonna say I don't know how to do that.
And Liz will assist, I guess.
And I was gonna say, if you're asking the DM took a big bite of food when you asked that, so. Yeah, give me an Arcana check with advantage.
See. Ah, darn. I don't get my breath weapon back.
Are you just
Well,
casually gonna
lucky
stay in
there.
dragon form until until
one of
time runs
your-
out?
One of
get
your
it
rolls
once
will
a
be
day.
above a 10 at some point,
Yeah,
Zeroji, I
I'm
promise.
gonna lucky that one. Luckying the 14 or the 5. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. What's going on? There you
There
go.
we go.
That's better.
Jesus.
There it is.
You feel the energy emanating from this portal, and you're not sure if it's Legion's energy or energy that's just stemming from the Plane of Souls itself. As far as attuning to it, you aren't sure what you would attune to if you attempted it. Do you still want to attempt?
Yeah.
Why'd you roll?
I have questions and concerns.
I think on that one would have been a no.
I'm feeling lucky.
All right.
Either I attune to wherever Legion is, or I attune to the Plane of Souls. What could go wrong?
Your floating eye that has, from what you've just noticed now, been on fire since it's been underwater, is still on fire and is looking at you as you move closer to basically start trying to attune. And it moves closer to you as you're moving closer to the portal. You're focused, it being more on the portal. You don't notice that your eye is moving closer to you, but the rest of your group does. And then the rest of your group also notices that your eye begins to meld into your head.
Zeroji?
It's not the weirdest fucking thing I've seen today, so.
He is so focused that he doesn't hear this. However, he does begin to open a third eye on his forehead, and he's not exactly sure how or why, but his ability to attune and be able to separate the energies, that of Legion and that of the plane, becomes much more clearer, and he focuses on specifically the energy of the planes. And not only are you able to attune to it, Zeroji, but should you choose to do so, you believe that you can now close the portal.
Okay. Hey, Saber, you want to fusion high with this real quick?
Do you even need me for that?
I would feel safer, yes.
I will. Do I know of how I could assist him with this?
Give me an Arcana check. What was your Arcana check before?
My old one?
No, you can give me a new one.
16.
Or religion, whichever's higher. It's fine.
Religion is higher, because that would make it a modified 20.
Alright. You move up to him, and you think about it for a second, and you were about to beseech Bahamut, but then you realize you are the power of Bahamut. And then you focus that energy and your wings sprout from your back again as you put your hand on Zeroji's shoulder. And at doing so, Zeroji, energy, both divine and arcane, emanates from your hands as you basically do the equivalent of slamming a book closed, and the portal itself just slams itself closed. Part of why you felt the need to do the slam was because of Legion's energy that was fighting against you. However, with the combination of Legion being imprisoned, and then the Brood's power mixed with a God's power, it seems like Legion's own power, for what was still there and lingering, was no match for your two's combined effort.
Brood's power?
Yeah, you only notice this now as you realize that your ability to see is coming from the fact that you blinked and you felt three eyes do so.
Cool. That's probably fine. Just gonna leave that one to myself for now.
Gonna take a little bit to get used to that.
You okay?
Never felt better, honestly.
I suddenly feel a little burdened with responsibility, but other than that, I'm feeling fine.
As soon as you think about the burden of responsibility, your wings dissipate.
Oh, fuck.
The bright side, I feel so much less burden now.
Does he still have his wings?
I'm still a dragon.
He's still a dragon.
I guess, yeah, he's
because
not
he's
Fen
still a
right now.
dragon, you can assume that he could still have the golden wings if he wanted. But you also know that his wings work very differently than what you have currently seen of your own.
I mean, I've seen very little of my own other than they're kind of like an embodiment of the fact that I'm using my power.
This is true.
What the hell do we do now?
I'd like to take a nap.
I think it's time for a bit of a rest. That was intense.
Probably a good idea.
Would like to get dry.
They're gonna say drunk.
Do you have
The
any idea how
water
long it's
receded,
gonna
right?
take to get all this
The water
out of
is
this armor?
still technically draining.
Okay.
It's not fully drained back to its normal yet.
Looking at the Leviathan, I want to ask Drewa or Queen Drewa, is that if there is a cycle of reincarnation for the Guardian of the World as well, or if there's a backup plan of sorts, quote unquote.
The ancient Draywin. Or Drewa, sorry.
The ancient Drewa.
She's still the queen of Draywin, though.
Okay.
Man, I am stuttering a lot today.
If we eat the dragon, do we
Nope.
become the dragon?
I would like
This is
to
not Bofuri or whatever other anime where you eat something and you just become more powerful from it.
Damn.
One Piece?
Tried.
literally Rogar in our campaign, whenever he would eat the heart of anything.
You never know.
But yeah, is there a reincarnation pattern or a cycle or a rebirth or anything for a World Guardian?
She ponders that for a moment and goes, I've never had to know that before.
Well, I guess there's always time to learn.
I imagine we'll figure that out in the centuries to come.
Just remember, Xavier, you're the one that killed it.
It was time.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
It was pretty much dead anyways, so it's...
Oh yeah, inside, real bad. real bad in there.
You seem to want to stay in there, though.
There was It's nicer than being outside of it.
Reminded him of the womb.
I don't have anything else planned for the rest of this game. Particularly
Fair.
for where you guys might want to go. We can still RP a bit if you want to do that, but don't expect me to have a direction for you guys to go unless you guys throw yourself in a direction.
Plane of Souls is next, baby.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm not
honestly,
sure how prepared we are for the Plane of Souls.
And also, if you guys are curious what I had you fight, a modified version of that. I just saw 4 different mice just scroll over to the right.
Yup. I watched that happen too. Just whoop.
That was great.
6 miles of Leviathan's lair. Oh God, what happened on the surface?
Well, this is also why I had the Leviathan be in the middle of the ocean.
It's probably for the best.
Damage immunities: cold, lightning, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. Cool.
Frightened,
Cool.
paralyzed. Passive perception of 20. Huh.
Also, true sight of 120 feet. That's why I was like, all right, you're hidden, but damn, you're not.
But also, no, it just doesn't care right now.
So Legion's in a box.
Indeed,
Mm-hmm.
Nina fucked off.
as she should have.
Absolutely.
King D'Arc fucked off.
I think he's chasing.
Although
Yeah,
this would also be a prime opportunity to meet up with Anna and find out how to kill D'Arc. But I think Legion is priority here.
This is why I wasn't sure where you guys were going to go. I didn't
Yeah.
expect that you guys would want to go into the portal.
I mean, also with
It's-
as much unknown as there is across the water, there is a number of things that could be coming from there as well that we're not ready for or aware of.
Don't worry, Benyaro's got some contacts over there.
Eventually, yeah, I guess maybe, but you don't know that.
You guys could be traveling to the other continent now.
I mean, yeah, we've got
You have slain the thing that was stopping it from happening.
we've got at least 3 paths of like going after King Dark, whether that's short term of like finding Anna or long term just going after him. There's Plane of Souls, the new continent, and then I don't know, just fucking about on the current continent.
This is not to give you guys a hint or anything like that. This is where I actually expected your minds might trail to. I can tell you if you want, or I could keep it quiet because I'm DM. I do have what I thought you guys might go for, and it has not been brought up yet, though.
These fuckers.
I'm not mad about it at all. I like the options you have.
I mean, the only other thing that I can think of is, seeing
If we go on.
going and seeing the lore dragon to see how he feels about Bahamut being, I
You?
guess, reincarnated.
You?
Yeah, seeing Bahamut. Period.
Third option, find a way to ascend Fen and Liz should they desire that.
If their experience I've had now is anything to lean on, I feel like it's not an opportunity that we find; it's an opportunity that finds us.
What I can tell you, if I'm not a dragon, won't be too difficult to get me to that point.
I don't think that the only way for you to
Oh!
ascend is to die.
I wanted to mention, Fen, your sword is getting extremely fucking jealous of you.
Listen,
you haven't been using it, yeah.
listen. HP. That's it. That is why I'm a dragon.
That doesn't stop the sword from being jealous of you. /bow, because it's more so a bow more often. Well, actually, it's more so a dagger more often than anything.
It's more so a dagger, unless we're in combat, and then it's almost exclusively a bow. We'll go on a hunting trip for a week.
I feel like we've earned a break, even if it's short.
I will drop out of a dragon.
I do think going back
you-
and resting is a good idea.
You mentally note going on a hunting trip with it for a week, and you get an angry mental image of it just like slashing your own throat. You are the one holding the dagger to do so, though. Like, it's actually back in a dagger form doing it.
Will Rob stuff?
No, you won't.
Are we hearing half this conversation, or is this all just going on in your head?
Might be muttering it under my breath.
You see another mental image of it stabbing you in the back, specifically where your icon of Bahamut is.
Okay, now I understand you're unhappy, but it gives me a lot of HP. It makes me really tanky.
Give me
Oh shit.
an int save.
Are you okay over there, Fen?
Probably about to not be. Oh wait, I'm actually proficient in those?
At disadvantage. Never mind, don't even do disadvantage.
I'm proficient, but I roll like shit apparently.
You are not charmed. You are taken over. And before your friends can stop you, because you are fucking quick, you nimbly draw out ever changing and just look at ever changing with your own eyes, you comprehending what's about to happen, your friends not comprehending what's about to happen, and you begin sawing at your own back where the mark is of Bahamut. You feel no pain as this happens. Your friends now actually see what is happening.
He's not jealous of you turning into a dragon. He's jealous of the Bahamut mark.
Yes, he is.
I see.
Do I have hold
Fen,
person?
stop.
Help!
I did not prepare hold person today.
I was about to say.
Someone prepare the fist and tackle my ass.
I guess I'll go and tackle him.
Give me an attack roll to grapple. Fen, give me an acrobatics roll at advantage.
What?
Uh,
Huh.
Wow.
Like
There's
shit.
something that could happen here.
am I using unarmed strike or thunder gauntlets?
Yeah, because you're grappling.
Okay.
Why does it say you have a +9, but it's +ing 10?
Nope.
Oh no.
Wow.
I am not sure you could even give him a nat 1 for Fen to fail against that.
I'm leaving this one up to the dice.
Stop! Sorry, that was for my alarm, which did
Oh.
not stop. Stop! Listen to me, Google. Thank you.
Because I can't roll under a 10.
Exactly.
That is the lowest roll that I can get.
You see a mental image in your head again, Fen, but this time it's different. This time, your dagger, realizing the futility of trying to just like peel the icon out of your back, decides to do something else.
No.
That's
No.
probably fine.
It stabs directly where the icon is, which also manages to go directly into your spine. And you feel a flood of differentiating power just released throughout your body.
No. I don't know what's happening, and I don't like it.
Fen, to the rest of you, drops unconscious.
Is he still moving, ever changing?
It's a wonderful
to
last
stab
thing to hear
himself, or
before
is
someone passes out.
Has it stopped?
As you flip him over to look for ever changing to withdraw it from his body, it is gone.
Does it seem like the powers for Bahamut's icon are still there?
Bahamut's icon is distorted and continually seems to be changing shape. You are not sure what it looks like.
Interesting. You might say it's ever changing. I'm gonna heal.
Does he still have a knife wound in his back?
I have
Specifically,
60...
he has the rip that's to the side of where the icon is changing, and he has a stab wound in the middle of the icon.
I have 60 points of lay on hands I would like to use on this man. Having just stabbed himself very strongly in the back.
As you attempt to put your hand on Fen to heal him, you actually sense a bit of the flow of power that's happening right now in him. But also, as you go to try to channel the healing into him, you feel a dagger stab completely through your own hand.
Does it stop me from healing him?
It does not stop you from healing him.
Perfect.
But you also sense that this presence, this dagger that formed out of Fen's skin, is extremely pissed right now.
Oh, yeah. Sure, Fen did some dumb shit.
He didn't do any dumb shit.
Fen's like, all I did was ignore my weapon.
All I did was get 100 and something temp HP.
How much does the stab hurt exactly?
Fen, give me a dagger attack with critical sneak attack.
Oh no.
It's gonna sting a little.
Oh. So just roll damage, right?
Yeah. It did hit me. I did not avoid it.
And just normal, like crit everything, or just crit the sneak attack?
Crit the sneak attack.
Okay. Ignore that sneak attack roll.
Maybe you could just roll an extra 66 then, and add it to it.
That was. Well, I told it to roll it twice. Okay, well, we're doing this the hard way.
You've rolled 3 times.
I know.
Do you get 3 set of dice?
No, because I didn't realize it was going to roll the sneak attack on the first one. So it'll be 8 plus the 24 plus the 20. Not 200.
So 31, 55?
Yeah. And then just disregard the last one.
Yeah.
And you said you healed me 60?
Back in a sec.
I don't know how much damage you took.
I don't know either, but
if you were dying, I hope you are not anymore.
No, I had 36 before dagger stuff. I don't know how much damage I took in that.
When I got stabbed
now.
When I got stabbed by his skin or whatever, did it look like it hurt him as well?
No. His wounds seal up when the dagger withdraws from you. Your wound also seals up, and your gauntlet that you were wearing, the platinum portion of it, and even the gloved portion underneath it, also just knits itself back together.
What?
Armor becomes platinum and repairs itself.
That one you are not sure if it was, like, as you're looking at all this, you're not sure if it was an illusion that Fen somehow skin stabbed you, or if like that actually happened and your armor did that.
I'll put a question mark next to repairs itself. So from my ascension, my armor becomes platinum. Tiamat's rebuke becomes platinum. I have wings now when channeling my power. And
I guess one other thing. Tiamat's rebuke is you're gonna keep the effect of your powers on the shield, and same with Zeroji and the eye, but technically outside of the shield and the eye being +3 shield and +3 focus, the rest of the abilities are now innate from you guys.
Instead of it being the shield?
Instead of it being the shield or the eye. Also, not something I expected to happen tonight. I don't know why my mind decided to say it, but hey, it works.
Yeah.
Scroll up and find the cool version of shield. I'm assuming by you saying that they're at their third levels now, the +3 versions of them.
Yeah, sure. And they're innate.
Okay. Inventory. Tiamat's rebuke. Where do I have this information at?
Heh, you guys are making a dong.
You guys? Are you talking about this?
Oh, he's talking about.
Oh. That's funny. Do I not have the information about Tiamat's rebuke anywhere?
Pinned in our conversation.
Oh, there's Tiamat's rebuke. There it is. No, I found it in the conversation. I'm talking about my character sheet. Customize.
Fen.
Paste.
Uh-huh.
In your unconsciousness, you pretty much awaken in your mind, and you're standing there in a shallow river of dark, murky water. It seems to be flowing at a midpoint in both directions. And I say at a midpoint because in the opposite direction from you, where you see the water is changing its flow, you see a bit further down a somewhat formless being standing there.
Hmm.
I'm back.
Well, this is fucky.
And the formless being you actually recognize because you've seen a couple changelings in your past, just because of
Shady shit.
Adventure City and the underground network that you have there. And you've had a run-in with a couple of them just on occasion, and one of your marks will say was a changeling at one point. So you recognize this being as a changeling in both skin tone, hair color, and the somewhat handsome yet very formless look on this person's face. Like, it's smooth to look at, but you can't really define anything meaningful from it outside of it has no meaningful features. And it begins to move towards you.
So are we gonna talk, or what are we gonna do here?
What did I miss?
Fucking shit happening in my brain.
I've only ever been able to send you images before. This is the first time we've had a chance to talk.
Well, this is also the first time we've stabbed me.
I would say you're fine, but your friend has made sure of it even more. Believe me, what damage I have done to you has not been anything serious or permanent. I don't think I could harm you if I could. However, I did find out that I could meld with you. I wish I could RP in a way that wasn't always me just speaking a million miles a minute. I need to figure out how to slowly talk every now and then.
Dramatic pauses.
You just gotta rip that bong a couple times. Everything slows down after that.
You know for a fact I've never ripped any bong.
I know. But I do have friends, and you can tell the difference. Well, it's definitely a new experience. What? Why?
It turns out a part of that curse that was originally my base form has still been a part of me. I am sure you remember that.
I am unfortunately vividly aware.
While it is not necessarily a curse that extends to you, as the only person to be able to sufficiently wield me as a weapon, it is a curse that I am still forever stuck with. I have come to a bit of an accord with this, and he displays something he's been holding in his hand, and you see the icon of Bahamut again in its full form, not as something that had melded to your back. And when I say I've come to a bit of an accord, I mean I have absolutely twisted its power to my control.
Trying to figure out if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
As long as we are a part of each other, it will only ever be a good thing.
And if we are not.
It will be hard at this point in our life cycle together to tear me away from you.
I assume so, but you gotta question.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Yeah.
The ever-changing chuckles at that and shrugs and goes, I honestly don't know. It has not been in my capabilities to meld with a being before until you.
Let's say I'm special, but that would be a little arrogant. Maybe it's just experience.
I feel like your arrogance is potentially warranted, as at some point in your life with this group of adventurers, you have been given another source of power that is not just mine as well. Untapped, we'll say. And he reveals in his other hand a burning black, but also kind of glowing red source. And you can't really see any details other than that. And he says, I have been unable to meld with this source right now, and I think it's because you have not fully melded with it yourself. The burning blackness of it actually dissipates and cools off, and you see another energy just kind of form up in its place. Instead of the burning blackness now it's like a piercing blue cold that you feel even from your distance away from ever changing right now, as just little little bits of snow just flake off of whatever the source is. It still has its red center, but now it's, instead of the burning blackness, it has the, basically, for what you can tell, a power of cold to it. it seems like it is unable to determine what you might want of it either.
Well, knowing what it is would help so many things. But I suppose time will tell.
For it being as seemingly formless in its power as I am, I have a feeling. Although, to be fair, it would be a bit weird to have had her place her faith in you. For you are not a changeling as we are.
Mm, I started singing in my head.
You start singing in your head?
I started singing in my head whenever you said I have a feeling. It was like, I got a feeling. It's
Stop
gonna
it!
be a good night.
Absolutely
Good
same.
Stop it!
night. um, I may not be a changeling of race, but I am a changeling of form. So maybe a little interest thrown my way. But that's only guessing.
Can agree with that. However, he doesn't pocket that source. He just kind of takes his hand away from it, and it is just floating there. And it's still switching between like different energies and whatnot. But he moves closer towards you again, and you see the flowing river that was basically flowing from a split in the middle begins just flowing more so in your direction as he has crossed the threshold of the middle point. This is, we'll say, awkward is how you're going to feel about this. As now I am a part of your body. From this point on, you will attain my full power. However, in order to call upon my forms as a weapon, they will be a bit different from now on. It might be a bit creepy to see it from the outside.
It's gonna be some weird funky shit. I
You also still have kept the power of this, just it's now also my power. Let's just say having only access to that one form was a bit rudimentary.
I wasn't going to complain. It was useful in many aspects. Being able to bounce around from city to city is very helpful in what I typically do. And, well, being able to become a dragon is.
The golden icon actually begins to melt and turn the color of the changeling skin, and then just like absorbs into his hand.
Hmm.
And he is you're a very perceptive person,
Mhm.
and you know because you've been watching him this whole time, but he is excessively close to you now. And what was a flowing river is now actually more of a whirlpool with you and him at the center. And he offers you his hand in a handshake. And he says, "To forever be cursed together, or to expel me at a time when you actually figure out how to do so. Whatever the case might be, I've never found someone as proficient as you in the different arts of killing. While I wish it was from melee, I can't help but appreciate the efficiency with your attacks from range.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. And we've worked well so far, so let's keep doing so. And I'll shake his hand.
Your two beings become one, what seems like mentally in your mind. To those of you that are in the waking world, you see Fenn's skin momentarily turn an ashen white color and then back to his own. Hopefully your skin wasn't ashen white to begin with, Fen.
It was honestly pretty close because I'm pale as fuck.
Fen, you awake with a start, and you no longer sense the presence of ever changing, yet you know you can call upon the full power of its being, although it now seems like an innate part of your being.
You okay?
Well, that was weird.
Also, it's at its full power too.
Okay. I I think I'm okay. And I'll turn my palm up and think dagger.
For what everyone else sees, and this is actually kind of weird for you too, I guess, because it's the first time you're seeing it. You feel like the sensation of your body shifting slightly, and you see a metal just begin to form out of your hand. And as you're thinking dagger, you start thinking of like the different patterns you want that dagger to have on the hilt, on the blade, on every piece of the dagger, and you start just toying with the intricacy of however you want to make that dagger. And you form the dagger in full, you toss it into the air, and then you hold your hand there just flat out, and the blade starts falling down, and you're thinking about it, and you let the dagger fall through your hand all the way through it, and then you turn your hand around really quickly and catch it by the hilt from below.
How did you do that?
Neat.
I start just like rolling the dagger through my hand. Well, it seems like ever changing and I are kind of one now. Not complaining. This is very beneficial. Ooh, lockpick.
It does shift into a lockpick, the dagger does.
Yeah.
Could also just make a key, could you not?
Does anybody have a lock on them?
Could be one back at the inn we should go to.
I think you
Zoroju still really wants to go to this inn. Get out of here.
We should get the hell out of here.
I think you took the saying of becoming one with your weapon a little too literally there.
I would say that I had a choice in the beginning of the matter. But I stabbed myself in the back.
That's what you get for trusting yourself.
I am the one that kills me, no one else.
Put your name on your own damn list, damn it.
It's on there somewhere.
Yeah. Face palm at that.
Hopefully with your palm and not his.
I'm not complaining. This is beneficial in a lot of ways. One, they can take every weapon from me. I'll still have one. If we ever go to jail again.
Is that more of a win?
I'm very sneaky.
I'd rather not go to jail.
I don't think anyone would rather go to jail.
I mean, it could be like, hey, you get killed or you go to jail. I would go to jail. And then break out of it and leave.
And I'd just rather not put myself in the position where that becomes a choice.
We each have our vices.
You guys do see Queen Drewa performing kind of an impromptu ceremony, basically like the best she can manage for a dragon especially with the corpse the size of the world dragon. And it's a quick ceremony because she looks to your party and goes, "Are you guys done having internal affairs happen in the middle of the shrine?"
I say I'm ready to leave.
I sure hope so.
Good, because the shrine will probably be flooding in the next half hour or so.
Okay, let's
I was
Since
wondering.
the world dragon's power is no longer going to be able to maintain this area for much longer.
Oh yeah, we should
Oh,
leave.
right. Yeah, the crushing of the water pressure. How do we get out?
Go.
Probably the same way we came in, that portal over there.
Was
Yes, the portal is still open.
Right,
Well,
okay.
it's open again at this point.
Is there a whole bunch of whirlpool shit there or not?
No, it's dissipated since the
Okay.
dragon died. You expect me to clear the map after you've finished it?
Hey,
I'm gonna delete the map after.
I'm just questioning. I go through the portal this turn.
It is a ways before you actually get through the portal. Or not necessarily a ways, so to speak, but just to say on the outside, when you get out of the shrine room itself, you do see the aftermath of the combat that had gone down.
If my toy's still in one piece, I try and pack it up to try and start parting it back.
Your toy is unfortunately no longer in one piece, as it was eventually ripped to shreds by the whirlpool and the column of water that was just constantly blasted on it. However, you didn't throw away the blueprints, and neither did King Mergnadesh, so it's not like you can't make another one. And you could probably improve on its design now that you know the flaws.
Yes,
Yeah.
I still walk up to where the bits and pieces are and sigh and have a bit of a moment, and then keep walking back.
That's fair.
The flaw. Liz using it.
The flaw, Liz's attack rolls. The fix, give it sights so that Liz can actually maybe aim.
Give it a computer so it's based off of intellect.
The rolls I was using were based off of intellect.
Teach Finn how to use it. Yeah, that was.
Just picture it and make it come out of your body, bro.
Oh no.
You don't know the limits of your power yet?
I picture a tiny crossbow and shoot Xavier with it.
With a blunted bolt, or
Oh yeah, it's blunted. Like I'm talking like real small.
yeah, I was thinking like a
it's-
Nerf gun.
Yeah, it's basically a Nerf gun.
Xavier, you get a blunted bolt bouncing harmlessly off of your platinum armor.
Ascension does not equal growth. Got it. I'm actually more impressed that you're not trying to test the limits of your power. It's been pretty basic so far.
I think he wants to sleep first, because we're a little bit tired. I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe
I
with your
can-
ascension, you're feeling good.
I can sense how badly Kit wants to get his spells back.
Oh no, I don't care about that right now. I just want to sleep. It's been a day.
Gonna
It's been like 2 hours, bro. What do you mean?
No. It's been a day.
Yeah, you see a bunch of war-torn wreckage and triage tents that are themselves battered and some are torn down. Basically, everything is being left here in the rush to now get back to the portal, as Queen Drewa had sent a messenger on ahead to inform everyone of the looming danger of the ocean coming down on their heads.
Maybe we should hurry a bit. It's everybody else ran.
Is there anybody else behind us, or are we the last ones going through?
Queen Drewa is taking a her own gentle pace, as it were. But Mina isn't anywhere to be found, so you can assume she's already out. King Murgnadush isn't anywhere to be found. You are sure, was a part of the battle as well. But all the important figures, except for Queen Drewa, seem to already be gone, and Queen Drewa herself, walking at her stately pace, is more so taking in the view, as it's probably the last time she'll ever see this place.
I'll wait at the portal to make sure she still actually gets there in time and makes it through.
As you wait for her and everyone else has gone through, she actually informs you, I am the one keeping the portal active. You need to go through so that I can close it behind you. Or behind
I'm
us.
just making sure you get here in time. After she approaches, I'll go through.
Alright, you proceed through and then she follows after and gives you a nod and thanks for, being protector paladin man.
I'll nod back.
Hitting on the queen now?
I'm just trying to do my new job, bro.
He got fancy armor. He's trying to be that king.
I am curious what the changes in my armor are as well, if there are any other than just the color, but
Is Xavier that
TBD.
guy? Is he him?
He could be.
He's that guy.
Bro tried to fight a Balrog at level 5 to save another dude who was trying to get him out to save his ass. Yes, Xavier is that guy.
To be fair, that wasn't Xavier, but
You guys are led to some very royal looking, not necessarily apartments, but like a row of houses just along one of the roads leading through the forest of Draywin. Not too far from the castle itself, as you had all parted ways with each other to go about your business. King Murgnadesh is actually on this path with you, as he is also going to be put up in one of those houses. And the servants each at a point try to bring you all to your own house. It is up to you if you want your own house or to be in the same house. They are all definitely more than big enough to be together or separate.
At least assuming Zeroji's not opposed, try to share a house with him.
Yep.
The other two are free to do as they wish.
Oh, so you can read my mind now. I have to keep that in
We're
mind.
still brothers. That doesn't change anything.
If they're big enough to where there's a separate room for Liz to be in the same room as the brothers, she'd probably just go in the same house.
There is.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
sure if
Okay. Let's rephrase this. These aren't necessarily like they're not mansions, but they're not small either.
You're talking like 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. What are we working with here?
2-story,
Basically,
4-bedroom,
that
2-bath.
level that's right under mansion. What would classify something as a mansion? It's right under that.
Yeah, I
Mini
think
mansion?
all of us would fit in it and still barely see each other.
If
Mansions
that's
are
what you
fucking
wanted,
huge.
yep. If that's what you wanted, it could totally happen. The other neat part about these houses, I quoted that this time, is that all of them seem to be naturally grown from the trees and everything around them. However, any extra material added to them still doesn't make it look unnatural, as if it's just like, oh yeah, this is just the most normal thing as you're walking through this area, just with the decor and the what you have seen through the rest of Draywin. This just looks very normal, if not just of a higher nobility of normal.
Interesting.
I, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't all share one place.
Hey, I don't know if you need alone time with your ever-changing self now. I'm not gonna dictate what you do, bro.
I make a dagger appear out of my dick.
The sad
You'll
part is that
shoot her. You'll
happens.
poke her eye out.
I pretty much always have alone time because we're always together.
We go together.
But there's no reason for me to have one of these to myself.
Unless Dark feels that we've personally slighted him in that fight, I don't feel like we're in any immediate danger. So yeah, luckily things are gonna be pretty chill either way.
We hope.
Bro, we've been awake for like 2 days after being asleep for 3 years. We couldn't really have been a part of the plan for that to happen anyway.
No, we didn't get a lot of time to plan anything.
We do
Yeah.
have a meeting with Anna at some point, by the way.
Well,
So putting aside the other stuff that happened, what's our plan?
I think for now we sleep. Then
rest up, take a little bit of time for ourselves. Then
when it's time to get back into things, I assume that Mina and Nina had a plan for the box. I'm not sure if we were part of the plan or if they want us involved.
I mean, personally, I was just going to start working on my list and look at Zeroji.
As you look at Zeroji, you actually hear a voice off in the distance that you immediately recognize as she just yells out, "Fen!" And it was off in the distance, but vampiric strength kicking in. Fen, unless you avoid it, you are getting tackled.
I believe I was moved further down on that list from something I did a month ago that I can't remember at the moment.
Oh, there's like a shit-eating grin. It was definitely a sarcastic joke.
Surprised you have a shopping list already. We've been asleep for 3 years. We don't even know what's in the stores now.
I'm gonna try to use an acrobatics to kind of counter the momentum.
Are you rolling with the glomp?
kind of rolling with it so that I don't just get shit rocked by a vampire. 24.
You managed to catch her as she like dove from at least 10 feet away in her superhuman strength, and you do like 6 spins before you finally get enough momentum to be able to catch yourself in your own balance with her to either carry her or plop her back on the ground nicely, or however you would like, to basically whatever you want to do in that moment.
We'll just like do the spins and then turn it into like a hug.
There you go. The rest of you can very clearly tell that he did not have control of that momentum at first and was using the spins to catch that momentum back under his control.
Like, what? Nope. 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 Got it. All right.
You sure you two don't need your own house?
No. No. Don't need our own house.
Fen,
But
I have amazing news.
I have weird news.
I've been released from Von Elstein's employment. I'm no longer a thrall either.
What? How does that even work?
I have apparently been granted enough power to be my own vampiress. You can actually tell a bit from that glomp that it was much stronger than you were actually used to already from her.
Yeah, it took 2 extra spins. I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. I don't know how it works. So that's wonderful news, though.
I am assuming that you would like to rest for the night, but we should go celebrate. After the rest, of course.
Absolutely. Do I have some weird party tricks to show you as we walk in the house?
We'll just fade to black that part right there.
I kind of want to give them one half of the house, and we can all be on the other half. I don't want to be anywhere near
There are
that.
a bunch of others, like the other servants that were going to lead you all to your different houses are all kind of clumped up now as well, except for the ones that led Mergnadesh off to his own estate.
So we leave those 2 in this house and we go to our own?
That sounds even better, actually. I like that.
Sounds good.
I was just gonna get a couple wizards and have a silence barrier put up.
Oh,
Fine,
yeah,
no,
I
you
was
just do your
ahead of
thing.
you on that one. I was about to say, as we leave, I'm going to drop silence on the house.
God damn.
All right. That is the game. You all will have your long rest.
So, Zeroji, did you hear your eyeball talking to you? When it did the thing with the point at his general face. With
I don't
the
know what you're
third
talking
eye.
about. No.
Yeah. I had a not a conversation, but I heard voices.
What were the voices telling you to do?
Kill the dragon. Basically put him out of his misery.
Okay, so good voices.
Also, apparently, I have some responsibilities to do with dragons now. Cool. I believe the phrase I can't actually remember what that was, but I believe the phrase was "King of the Dragons" or something.
You replaced Bahamut.
Sounds like that is the case, yeah.
Does that just say dim or DM? Dim.
I honestly don't know.
Or is
Thought
that
it
supposed
says
to be Dio?
D.
It definitely says Dio.
It's Dio.
It does
Yeah.
say Dio. Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was a D10.
I was leaning way back and was like, "That's cool, dragon."
And then we all lean forward to try to read it.
Yep.
So, what do your new responsibilities entail?
Yeah, he kind of left that part out.
I love that gif.
My spell's still on your back?
We can find out when we get inside. Though I'm not sure what's going on with my armor now. It is
Yeah, it's
different,
new.
I think.
Neat.
It's a little shinier.
You kind of grew some wings back there too.
Kind of did a lot to that
Sometimes
World
wings.
Guardian. What was going on there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was something to do with the Bahamut bit. You know,
I
him
see.
passing on his responsibilities, which includes his power.
Would you say we hit level 13?
Good.
Oh, right, I do have to actually award experience, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
I will say that you all get 40,000 experience.
That's a chunk.
40,000?
Oh.
40,000.
Oh, that is
Or-
enough for level 13.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Just
that's-
enough for level 13, and definitely not another one.
that looks like level 14 to me.
Oh god,
14.
I was reading it as you needed 120,000 experience between level 12 and level 13.
Oh no. No. That is not, those are total numbers.
That's a weird way to do it.
Well, I mean, you need a certain number of experience to get to a level.
Yeah.
All right, let's be honest here. I keep putting you guys against god threats at this point. You may as well start getting the experience to compensate for it.
I'm not complaining, I'll tell you
Oh
what.
yeah, no, not at all.
Also, I feel like on top of the fact that we are fighting these things, we're also being pushed by powers that are beyond our measure as well. Which,
What do you mean?
I mean, Bahamut told me to kill another god to put him out of his misery.
And you did so.
100 HP now.
did.
Magnificently.
Quite efficiently, yeah. That was.
Never quite had to smite those 20 d20s, huh?
I if I hadn't been given the power of Bahamut, don't think I ever would have again.
Yeah, whenever you're talking about, okay, you're gonna get rid of the D8 for smite, I'm like, okay, cool, like a D10, maybe a
Oh, like a
D12, that'd be
D12, you know, that'd
awesome.
be generous.
Then you said
I'm like-
D20, and I was just like,
There was a small part in
Oh,
the back
fuck.
of my mind that was like, if he says D20, that's going to be a lot. That feels like a lot.
I just like that. Like that was the moment you stood back up. Was you were knocked down?
See, the
Liz
thing is
was
that, like,
in the mouth of a dragon.
The way that I pictured is because whenever I got knocked out, we were still underwater. So it's not like I fell over. I was still like floating
he just
there,
was floating there dead.
and then I just like my eyes just opened with the divine power of Bahamut, and the wings sprouted my back, and it readjusted my posture, and I could see.
I was just trying to stretch and touch my toes. But yeah, what a nat 20.
yeah, that
That was awesome. That was a great time for a nat 20.
I was
Even if that
debating
would have
as
happened
well,
otherwise, that nat 20 was good.
because like I could have dropped the dragon form and shot you with a healing arrow, but it was like I really don't want to drop the dragon form because it's just a buffer on HP.
I will say it was going to happen regardless of when you regained consciousness.
Okay.
The fact that you were the catalyst for your own regaining of consciousness
Was just a fucking cherry on top.
was
was just-
definitely the cherry on top of the RP. The only thing that kind of soured it for me is that the GIF popped up immediately as I was thinking of what to say, and then my mind was just like, fuck, I gotta say that now.
What's up immediately? I didn't hear no bell. Let's do this.
I feel like that shows up a lot in this Discord. That I
I
didn't hear no
wonder
bell.
why.
We make choices.
We don't have an active healer in the party.
You know, the funny part about that Reaper is neither does the other group.
Ugh. My whole thing is like I was already playing a healer, so I didn't want to play a healer. Otherwise, I would just play this healer. It's really useful.
Look,
Do
we don't
I
need a
get
healer
anything yet?
if we just kill them before they kill us.
Hey,
How do I get at level 14?
I know.
Or 13? Sorry, just spell slots, probably.
13, I get advantage on initiative checks, and everybody in the party has advantage against I think every creature for the first round of combat.
Neat.
Wow.
And then 14, I get blind sense for 10 feet.
I can have one more infusion.
He says on his already capped out infusions that he's already homebrewing more into.
No, I mean I have more infusions, and then
I know what you meant.
the extra attunement slots. It doesn't
Oh yeah,
really
yeah,
matter.
that's right.
Oh god, if I'm getting what I'm currently getting for Find Steed, I'm not prepared for what I'll find with a Greater Steed.
Well, hey, you're
Hey.
kind of a dragon daddy now, so
You remember that World Eater buddy that we have?
I feel like it's better than a 4th level spell summon, bro.
Yeah, but as Bahamut, I'm pretty sure that's your Find Greater Steed now.
Anyone who actually knows like D&D lore would be pissed at us right now. Probably mainly at me. How dare you make one of your players just outright Bahamut? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, it's your world.
He's gonna have time to come into his own. Probably.
He was just born into godhood now.
Yeah, I feel like that's not something I just learned the ropes for immediately. I feel like that takes a little bit of time. Bro, if someone's expecting me to know what the fuck I'm doing already, they are in for a fucking surprise.
I'm just waiting for you to start hearing dragon prayers.
I'm not gonna be surprised if I hear some shit tonight.
Definitely starts happening around the time he starts gaining celestial knowledge.
more sneak attack damage. Good.
You're not a real dragon. Oh, you're not praying for that. You just get that. Sorry. I'm hearing things.
No, I just get that.
He thought you were praying to him.
But he already called me daddy, bro.
You became Dragon Daddy. What do you want?
To be fair, he was in dragon form when that happened.
True.
Oh, correction. I have advantage on initiative rolls, and the first creature I hit during the first round of combat becomes easier for everybody to hit
For the first round of combat, or just like
until the
period?
start of my next turn.
Okay, so
Ah.
basically you hit someone and then we fuck them up.
Yeah. So first round is just like that guy. Yeah, fuck that guy up.
It's like
Fuck
a
this
hunter's
guy in
mark, except
particular.
instead of an extra d6, everyone just kills him.
Yes.
I
And
thought
with,
things you mark with hunter's mark die anyway before you get to use it.
Well, that is how it goes, huh?
and with advantage on my plus 10 to initiative, I should go first.
It will be very rare that you don't.
Yeah.
I can now ignore all class, race, spell, and level requirements on attuning a magical item.
Oh,
Neat.
God.
Wow.
Oh, my passive perception is 26 now. Yes.
Mine's still 10.
Good.
Mine's 23.
Oh God!
Oh
I
my
can
God.
hear
Shit.
what you ate for lunch today.
My stealth is plus 15.
That's pretty good. My stealth is -1 with a disadvantage.
The lowest I can roll is a 25.
I'm +7 with advantage for stealth. Why do I have advantage? Boots?
Wow. Okay.
Boots.
I'm just disappointed in that.
Boots of Elvenkind.
I have the cloak of
So
Elven
I have a
Trust.
ring of free action, my sword, and my shield, which are my attunement items. If my fucking armor needs to be attuned now, I'm gonna have to drop my ring.
Actually, that's a good question. Do we need to attune to the stuff anymore?
No, none of it's attuned anymore. It's all just a
Oh,
part of you, except for Liz, who currently hasn't ascended further yet.
well, she had her time. She had her week to be level 20. She had her time in the sun.
That
After
freedom.
seeing the craziness of what happened to the other three, it's like I'm okay being the odd one out for now.
My mom doesn't need a god
That's-
for a child yet.
That was a lot of craziness.
Yeah, how's your mom doing?
Good question.
I'll try to see if I can mess with my wings tomorrow, but tonight, yeah, sleep.
Sleep is good. Sleep's a good idea, assuming we don't have any dreams whatsoever. Just
Is ours Oroji's spell still on me, or did something happen whenever I ascended?
I don't know. I was planning on covering that next time we play.
All right,
okay.
sounds good.
Next
Next
time
time
on
is
Dragon Ball Z.